turn the radio off right now and listen to The Chris Miles Show.
Check your resources.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Chris Miles Show. We here in color cut clarity.
What's going on, people? Hope all is well. I hope all is well. Hope everybody is having an outstanding day today. I am Chris Miles, your host, sitting in with Mr. Producer. We got several things on topic for today. But before we get into the show, let me go on and give out the social media handles. If you are on Twitter, we are there. You can find us at I'm Chris Miles. If you are on Facebook, you can find us at I'm Chris Miles. On TikTok, I'm Chris Miles. Snapchat, I'm Chris Miles. And that of Instagram, I'm Chris Miles. So I hope all is well with everybody. I hope everybody's having an outstanding day today. It's crazy whenever I get ready to start my show, then people want to text. But as I was stating earlier, we got several things that we are going to talk about today on the Chris Miles Show. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. We're in the process of actually getting ready to start doing the show, televising on TikTok. We're going to start streaming. We're going to start streaming on TikTok. And so we're really looking forward to doing that. Mr. Producer.
Yeah.
How you doing today, brother?
Man, I'm doing pretty good, man. You know.
You ready to run? You ready to run through this stuff, man?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff to run through.
Okay. All right. So, this should be a really interesting show today, man. We are once again talking about Carly Russell.
Yeah, she on here.
We're going to be talking about police officer in Alabama.
Matt Dotson, he on here.
Matt Dotson, we're going to be talking about him. We're also talking about Jason, excuse me. Like, what the fuck
Jason,
I get Keith
man,
from?
small town, man.
Small town, Jason Aldean. Are we going to talk about Suka today? We're going to let that slide.
I mean, you can make an announcement.
Okay.
I mean, she's supposed to be
down in Montgomery, right?
Yeah, she's supposed to be coming down here, man, perform.
Okay, she's supposed to be coming to Montgomery to perform. Okay, all right. So
we got Judge Mathis. Pull that iron out.
Judge Mathis, correct. And then the other thing is we're talking about
a hit and run that happened here in Atlanta.
Yeah, hit and run. Yeah, that was really tragic. That was in Cobb County. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're about 20 minutes from where we are. Black girl ran over another black girl. Beautiful girl.
Yeah, man.
That's very tragic. I got also my homeboy here, Jihad. I was talking about the traffic here, how bad and how devastating it is. So we're gonna run him.
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
correct?
yeah. We gonna
Okay.
run.
And actually, the first thing we're gonna be talking about is that of pick up where we left off last week, correct?
Yeah, with the mayors in Alabama.
You know,
in Montgomery. Alabama.
Yeah. I think we're a little off today, people, man, for some reason. Let me just say this, man. So a lot of people know that I was in a real bad car accident back in April of this year. I stayed in a cast. All right. So I was in the cast. I just actually got out of the cast last month, and what's going on with this situation is that Mr. Producer's been telling me, man, you got to deal with the pain. You got to do this. You got to do that. Family members are telling me same thing. The pain is excruciating. What's really sad is that the screw that's in my foot, because when I had the accident, it separated, like split my foot, like my toes, like split here, and it sent that over, okay? So what has actually happened is they had to put a screw to bring the foot back, and so the screw is protruding out of the right side of the foot, man, and it is really excruciating right now. So a lot of times you might see me kind of drift or whatever, and I'm not on any type of pain medicine, so you can imagine what I'm dealing with. But we're going to try to get through the show today. I got my sidekick with me, so yeah, it'll flow. So, Mr. Producer, what's going on? You all right, man?
Yeah, man, I'm pretty good, man.
Got a lot on your mind?
No, man, just I don't know, man. I had a summer cold or something. I don't know, a little stuffy, but it's all good, man. I'm ready.
Okay, all right. So, people, I did get some good news today. Somebody called me, and so I'm just really excited about what he told me. That's kind of personal, so we're not gonna talk about that. At least not right now. But Mr. Producer, go on and bring up on the screen. Before you do that, let me just say this. How are things going with the giveaway thing? Are we still doing it, or what's the deal?
Yeah, I ain't do it last week, but I'm gonna get back on it this week. So I will pick a winner from. I'm gonna just start doing a group of the subscribers. So I pick a winner. I get in contact with you guys, send me your cash app, and we'll put a little bit of money in your pocket.
So that is the thing about the Chris Miles show. For everybody out there, let me just say this. For everybody out here that tunes in to the show every week, please share this show, the Chris Miles Show group. We actually have a group page. We are consistently trying to put out good material. And we're not one-dimensional here. So a lot of the content that we're putting out, you can actually, discuss it with family members, or, just discuss it with friends or what have you. So we believe in trying to keep everything intuitive and keep people just informed on so many different issues. So for all of the people, we got probably about 200 people came at one time. Am I correct?
Yeah.
So for all of the people that joined the Chris Miles Show page on Facebook, thank you. On all of our social media conglomerates, the numbers are going up. Once again, people, we are working diligently and unendless to try to get the numbers build up on our YouTube page. So we're asking everybody that's hearing my voice and Mr. Producer's voice, because listen, people, this guy here, you all don't see him, but you hear him. This guy works extremely hard to produce this show. I mean, we are working on. We got a couple of studios, platforms that we're building for new sets. We're gonna we're upgrading cameras, equipment, just basically to bring you all just quality, top notch material.
For sure.
And we got other people that works with us too. We want to give a shout out to my cousin, Karen Miles Phillips, Beverly Wright, Alvin Wright, L. Eisner. Who else we got?
I don't know, man. There's a lot of them.
Okay, all right. So those people that we want to give a shout out to, that those are admins, and then we got other people too working on our content too. So anyway, hey man, we want to thank everybody. Welcome once again to the Chris Miles Show. Let's go and get into this thing.
Let's get into it, man. What we gonna do?
You controlling the board,
We're
man.
gonna do I guess we're gonna get over reading them out the way, man.
Okay, come on with it.
We're gonna put that up there, and I'll bring another picture up after we get into it. Let's see, drop that. There we go. All right.
All right. So once again, we are back on the subject matter of the mayor's race in the city of Montgomery.
We ain't really get to make too many points last week.
Yeah, so yeah, we didn't get a chance to make the points we wanted to make. We had somebody to call in, and he just basically kind of hogged the show, just took the show over, and he made a lot of points that we didn't actually get a chance to clarify things. And we got a lot of phone calls afterwards and DMs as well as emails of people saying, wow, man, the person that called in was rude and, you couldn't make your point. So with that being said, we're going to make the point today, for the simple fact that a lot of things were left out. And it goes to show you about how information is, how in a lot of cases, there's an old saying, what's done in the dark should do what?
Come to the light.
It'll come to the light. Like, we don't go looking for information. People watch the Chris Miles Show, call us, or they DM us information. So we're gonna oh, it's okay, Brother Ned. I'll get with you off of the show. Okay. All right. So this is what I'm saying. While I'm on, people are just, they DM me, they sending me information and all this other kind of stuff. Excuse me. Okay. So the point is what I'm saying is, we basically had asked some questions, and a lot of questions didn't get answered, but we kind of got the information came to us, and we didn't ask for it. It came to us.
Right.
Correct?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is what I want to ask Mr. Producer. Like I say, both of us have ties to the city of Montgomery. I got kids that my daughter's over here with me. We're in Atlanta, and grandbabies. My son is there in Montgomery. But Mr. Producer, you and I was just talking the other day, right? And you have been very, and I don't do politics, period. But Mr. Producer, you've been very passionate about that Stephen Reed.
Yeah, man. I just don't.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you tell
Right.
why.
I don't get why people try to hate on the guy. He hasn't done a bad job of any, like we was talking. He was given a lot of, bullshit. He was, when he first got in, he had a minimal budget to work with. He didn't have much to work with. But I don't know. A lot of people come around and they try to throw some religious stuff at him. And I'm saying politics has nothing to do with religions. Like for one example, there's a couple pastors and just real, Christian people, religion people. They want to say, oh, he celebrated gay pride, or he did this for the gay people. The edge. When you're a politician, your responsibility is the people.
Right, the people.
It don't matter if you're a Christian or not. You have to oversee the people.
You're the governor
Right.
for
So
all people.
If
And you can't discriminate.
is that basically you
Right.
can't discriminate.
Right.
If you discriminate against somebody that like somebody with the same sex, that's a lawsuit. They can sue the city. So I'm saying, how can that's idiotic. People,
So-
you're not thinking. And then the next thing, crime. That's the big thing. Crime. Okay, let's be honest on the crime. Who's really getting affected by the crime? Our people. Our kids are out
Now,
there.
when you say our people, who you're talking about specifically?
The black community.
Black community. Okay.
Our kids are out there hurting each other. Our kids are out racing their cars and sitting in club parking lots, shooting up the parking lot.
Doing dumb shit.
Doing dumb shit.
Right. Black
you don't
folk.
you don't see the white people kids. You don't hear nothing about that. We not governing our community the correct way.
Right.
So what y'all want Reed to do?
Right.
What y'all want him to do? Seriously.
So basically, as you and I have talked off the airways, the responsibility lies with the leadership in the black community. Meaning that, okay, so and this is what I've been getting to, like the leadership in the black community, and I'm not talking about the mayor, because learning starts at home.
Right.
Right. So there's an absentee of black fathers, and that there are many components that plays a major part to why black men are not there, and that's a conversation for another show.
That's a whole nother story.
But this is the thing: when I say leadership, I'm talking about civic leaders, your pastors, your preachers,
correct.
your people in the community,
Right.
your politicians.
Right.
These people are
City council.
These are the people that's supposed to be curtailing the crime. Now I am sure Stephen Reed kids ain't out there shooting up the fucking parking lot and doing
not those young men.
Doing, as we call it, nigga shit.
Right.
Okay, all right. So this is the thing. I keep hearing all of this stuff about crime. And crime is an infestation throughout the black community. But there are many components to why these things are. And I say this all the time. If people want to fix crime, if truly crime, they want to fix crime. As a matter of fact, my daughter just, she's watching the show. She just texted me. If people want to fix crime, then create opportunities, create jobs, better education. The state, well, hold on, let me say this, Mr. Producer. I'm from the state of Alabama. The state of Alabama has a pipeline to private prisons. Like, these people are so fucked up and corrupt that they took COVID money to build prisons for prisons. We're talking about the money that was left over. They are taking this money to put your kids in prison. They're not building more educational institutions. They're building prisons because they know they're going to put your kids in there. And some private industry is going to benefit off of it.
And I don't mean to cut you off. I'm saying it was I was working with a guy yesterday, and he told me something. It was sad. Just listen to him. He was saying he knew a guy, a kid, graduated the top of his class. He from the west side of Montgomery. Graduated from the top of his class. I'm talking about valedictorian type stuff. Said the kid right now is walking around the neighborhood with a Glock 40 with an extended clip. I'm saying this dude done graduated at the top of his class, and this he not in. He graduated high school instead of him going to college or trying to, put himself in a better position. He walking around with a pistol every day. I'm saying if y'all don't work to try to provide better situations for your kids and get them better opportunities, get them better role models, then it's gonna be crime. It's gonna be crime. I'm saying Montgomery, it is what it is. It's a retirement town. I'm saying sometimes you might have to save up your money, pack up and try to go to where another city that got more industry, that got more opportunities. Because this ain't it. Like you just said, it's a pipeline to prison.
Okay, right.
Working at Hyundai, which nothing is wrong with that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But
and that's
we ain't got many jobs. That's gonna pay you so you can live a good life.
So this is the thing, people. This is the thing. We go back to the essence of this, right? And I can only speak to the fact of the black community because I'm black. All right? You have a situation where you have individuals out there who have an issue with Stephen Reed. They're dividing the vote.
I'm finna bring them up.
Okay? Yeah, bring them up.
Bring them up, man.
They have an issue with that of Stephen Reed. Okay? And like I said, information came to us yesterday.
Failed the night.
We did not ask for this information.
No.
It came to us. Okay? And this is the issue right here. Okay? The issue is, as I say, what's done in the dark comes to the light. Man,
But anyway.
Hold on.
I'm gonna let him handle that, but we got.
Okay. So no, let me get back to it.
Go ahead, man.
People will wait until we've been sitting here tying equipment in to get ready for the show
for 2 hours.
2 fucking hours. Nobody called, text, or nothing. Soon as I go on the goddamn airways, then people are sending me messages.
It's all good, man.
All right. So, as I was stating, Pastor Knight, Willie Knight, called into the show last week. And he didn't give me or Mr. Producer an opportunity to really question him like we wanted to. He's supporting this guy, Felder, on the phone. I mean, that's on the screen, excuse me.
Right.
He's supporting this guy. He has a right to do that.
Oh, yeah.
But this is the thing. Let me cut this shit off, man.
Yeah, you good.
No, it's agitating because people are being a fucking asshole at this point, man.
But yeah, man.
So now they can't text me, goddammit. Anyway, sorry about that. But this is the thing. As I stated, we found out information came to us that we did not go looking for, but it came to us.
Right.
Everybody is talking about the bad job that Stephen Reed is doing down in Montgomery. Everybody says he's doing this, he ain't doing all of this stuff here. You go out here and you divide the vote, right? But you got this other guy. What his name is?
Barrett. Something like that.
Barrett. Donald Trump is coming to Montgomery this week. Am I correct?
Oh, yeah.
Listen, people. Donald Trump is coming to Montgomery. Now, this is the crazy shit to me. Donald Trump has over 30 indictments. I'm not pro or con Donald Trump. Okay? But this man has over 30 indictments on top of his head. State and federal. in the state of Georgia, in the state of New York, Florida, and Arizona, I think it is, and the federal government. But this guy here, Barrett, is bringing Donald Trump to the city on his behalf. So you know what happened? Let me finish. Let me finish.
I'm not interrupting. I'm just saying it's crazy.
This is what's finna happen. I was in Montgomery before I came back a few days ago, right?
Right.
When you from Old Cloverdale back out to east, when I got 85 north coming, you see all of the Caucasians in the city of Montgomery got buried in their yard. Signs in their yard. I got a friend of mine that lives in East Montgomery, out by East Chase. Her next door neighbor is a white woman. She has 2 buried signs in her yard. Vote for who you want to. I don't have an issue with that. But the point is what I'm saying is you got certain people in the black community who are divided. Well, Stephen Reed came out and he said this about, he said that. So fucking what? I have said this. I can get on here and use the N-word. That don't mean I'm talking to all black folks. That's not what that means. But there's a certain group of people that fits certain categories. Those would be the ones that I could be referring to. But you go out here and you divide the vote, and guess what? The man come in there, then guess what? Then oh shit, well, the roadblocks come back to the city of Montgomery. Certain shit start happening, and the same people that went against Reed, they calling me, man, we need you. Fuck you. I'm not coming to do a goddamn thing. Don't call me. Matter of fact, I'm putting your ass on block. Don't call my phone, nothing. We have nothing to talk about. That is my mentality about this. And this is the other thing I want to say, because it needs to be said. As I stated, I didn't go looking for the information. Somebody watched the show last Sunday. Am I lying, Mr. Producer?
No, you dead on.
They called me and they sent me an email. Pastor Knight came on here last Sunday, but what he didn't tell the people on there that he was Felder's, what is he?
Campaign manager.
He's his campaign manager. So this is where the vitriol comes from Stephen Reed. The other thing,
separation between church and state.
It's supposed right. If you're a preacher, you're supposed to separate church and state.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So you would have a problem with, a homosexual LGBT person. You know what I'm saying? How can you can't balance the both? It don't coincide.
But this is the issue. This is the issue. He said something last week about he said last week that Reed could not talk to K. Ivy.
Right.
Right? That's what he said, right?
Correct.
I asked the question, can this man go talk to him? Because this is the thing. If you're not bringing jobs to employ people, now if your banister is about crime, I'm not saying that crime is not an infestation in Montgomery.
Right.
But Montgomery, there's a component of things that Montgomery need. And then this is the other thing. This other thing I found out. This guy's dad, who's Horace McCoy, don't like me. Like this guy hates my fucking guts. And I know somebody told me, I did 2 years and 4 months in federal prison. They say this guy daddy that's running for mayor, they had a goddamn celebration when I went out.
God damn.
You understand what I'm saying? So this is the shit that I'm talking about. A lot of times you don't go looking for information, but it comes to you. And this is why today the Chris Miles Show exists. This is why it exists. Because of that reason. So what I'm saying is the fact that this guy did not bring out, okay, wait a minute, I'm this guy's campaign manager. Okay, well, this guy daddy name is Horace McCoy. Horace doesn't like me. He has an issue with me. And this ain't something that just started. This shit has been ongoing. Right. You got something you want to say, Mr. Producer?
No, man, you nailing all the nails.
So what I'm saying is, I don't have anything against this guy, but what I'm saying, if your campaign is about transparent, why the fuck this shit didn't come out last Sunday?
Right.
Why you bring this shit out last Sunday? You want to sit here and talk about all these other shit being buffoonery and all of this? Well, but this shit here don't come out. I asked you one simple thing, which was, what kind of jobs, who is this man talking to bring jobs in the city? No, that wasn't answer. But you go out here and divide the vote, and then this other guy come in there because they're voting one way, and then guess what? Then you want when shit roadblocks start having the police start beating folks' ass, you get more Greg Gunn situation. I need you want to call me. I'm not getting involved with that shit. Okay? It ain't my issue, ain't my problem. So don't call me with it.
Yeah, you check check Barrett's page out. I mean, it's real vanilla.
But the thing about it is, they're not, and he's not telling. He went over to what's that barbershop down there? Heritage took a couple of pictures with.
Walked out.
Man, come on, man. At some point in time, people have to wake the fuck up and realize what this is, what's going on out here in society. And in a lot of cases, man, you start to see things, it's because people have a personal vendetta against a person for whatever reason. This shit is personal for them. Ain't shit personal for me. I have no pit bull in the fight. But the point is what I'm saying is, I'm sitting back watching this shit play out.
And that's the worst thing to do is split that vote, man. Like, you came up with a good point earlier. We was talking. He's a young guy, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, he's a good guy, no problem, no doubt. He should try to run for city council first.
Yeah, why you run for city council?
Prove himself. I'm saying all you have is 15 years of being a correction officer. You not out here in the streets. You not, you know what I'm saying? You watching over guys that's already locked up in a cage, you know?
And this is the thing, this is once again, I come back to the essence of this. And that is, how can Stephen Reed regulate morality, man? Like, maybe there's some, as a matter of fact, let me just say this, strike that. I tell y'all what y'all do. Y'all want crime to go away? Pastor Knight, Feld, and everybody else that's got, who got an issue with, dig Emory Farmer up and put him back as mayor and watch crime go away. That's what you do. Y'all want crime to go away in Montgomery? Dig Emory Farmer up and make him the mayor and watch your crime go away. Okay? That's what you do. If Stephen Reed is such a bad fix for the city, they got a fucking somebody created a page.
Yeah.
We need a new mayor.
Yeah.
Okay. But here it is. Todd Strange went in there, they misappropriated money, did all this bullshit. Ain't nobody said a fucking thing about nothing. Crime was bad then with it. It might be a little, the numbers might be somewhat escalated now. But guess what? Crime was bad when he was there. And even when, what was the guy before him? Bobby Bright. When Bobby Bright was there, crime was going up. When you ain't got black fathers in the home, you're gonna have crime. You're gonna have crime there. A lot of these young men are raised by single mothers. And I say this all the time.
They do the best they can.
They do the best they can, but God set it up. This is the thing. God set it up for a man and a woman to raise a child. That's the problem.
They got to have balance. They got to get both sides.
It's about a balance. That's the whole point, Mr. Producer.
And if y'all keep dividing it, y'all divide this race. Barrett getting there, ain't gonna be no balance. You know, he all about vanilla. He all about revitalizing what he gonna revitalize.
They'll figure it out.
Go check his page out.
They'll figure it out. So all the ones out here that's thinking, that the stuff that you're focusing on or your perception is something. My phone off, so it can't be mine. That is to be something other than what it is. It's not. That's what it is.
I don't see how. I mean, Reed been in the office 4 years. I mean, come on, man. It take 4 years to try to just get everything smoothed out to get it running like you want it. Obama was in office 8 years. He ain't do nothing for black folks.
Not a goddamn thing.
Man,
he didn't.
Nothing.
Obama didn't do anything for
they
black
ain't say
folks.
nothing. Oh,
Nothing.
He black president. Oh, we you know.
And as a
that's
matter
all
of fact,
we needed.
hold on.
That's
Matter of
all
fact,
we needed.
hold on. Let me just. I'm glad you said that because I want to say something about Obama.
Yeah.
Obama didn't do shit for black people. Guess what he did for you? He got you Donald Trump elected. That's how Donald Trump got elected. He got affirmative action canceled out. Obama did that to black folks. Yeah, Obama did, and they love Obama.
Man, they love it.
See, so the whole point is what we're gonna do here. We're gonna tell it like it is. We're gonna tell the truth. And if you don't have an ear for truth, turn the goddamn station. And I tell people all the time, hey, I did time, so look here, I can't be nothing but honest and truthful about shit. I stand on that. I stand on it. And that's why there's so much continuity, time, and effort goes into this. And we call people out on their buffoonery and they bullshit. You come and you say one thing and then it's something totally different. And I come back to the essence of this. If you got a problem with this guy, go talk to him.
Yeah,
men are supposed to be able to have conversations about things that are troublesome. That's what you're supposed to be able to do. What we got next, Mr. Producer?
Man, we're gonna I guess we're gonna go with your boy, man, Jason. Let's go with Jason.
You wanna go with him or you wanna go with the police thing?
Oh yeah, well
we can
do that. Yeah, that'll kind of tie
because we can tie the police situation into what the fuck we talking about right now. Man, y'all got me on it talking like Corey Holcomb, man.
You want to play the video first?
Play all of the videos.
All right, I got you. I put them together.
And then after when you do that, then we'll go to this guy's picture.
All right, let's go.
Update for you in the case of a Sheffield police officer. The chief of police announcing today he has fired Sheffield Police Lieutenant Max Dotson.
Now, Dotson was shot and injured in the line of duty in 2019. However, he has since been named in a civil rights lawsuit and arrested and charged with assaulting a man while off duty late last year. A Lauderdale County judge found him guilty Friday and sentenced him to serve 2 years in jail.
Police Lieutenant Max Dotson turned himself in yesterday morning on multiple warrants issued for his arrest. The crimes include reckless endangerment and assault. Court documents state Dotson pointed a gun at a man. The Sheffield police chief said it happened in December in Florence while Dotson was off duty. Dotson's attorney said his client came across someone acting inappropriately in the parking lot of a gas station who escalated the situation, and Dotson defended himself. We know Dotson is now on leave pending an internal investigation. Dotson, of course, was the other officer injured during the deadly shooting of Sergeant Nick Reisner in 2021.
Police assaulted his client on his own front porch. Newly obtained body camera footage shows officers grabbing Marvin Long and a canine biting him. But it's what led up to this arrest that's coming under scrutiny. WAFF 48's Romario Garner joins me now in studio. Romario, you spoke to Long's attorney who says this is unacceptable.
Margaret, he says this is not only a crime against his client, but also against humanity. He says situations like these happen far too often, and it needs to be brought to light. But a warning, this video is graphic.
You want to go to jail? Obstructing.
Marvin Long's attorney sent us this video. The body cam footage shows then 53-year-old Long and a Sheffield officer exchanging words. Long was standing in the road looking on at an unrelated arrest when he was asked to leave.
Is this your property? Go, man. Is this your property? Fat boy. Go, man.
Another video shows officers confronting Long at his porch, but it's unclear what the timeline is between the first video and this video. After an exchange of words, officers moved in to arrest Long.
You must be What's going on, man? What's up? Help! Help!
Long clings to the railing as officers try to pry him off. While on the ground, Long told officers he owned the house, and then officers told their canine unit to attack.
Buy him! Come on, stop, man! Buy him! Stop! Stop! I got no courage.
This is a crime against humanity. This is something that should never happen anywhere.
Long's attorney, Harry Daniels, says the police charged his client with obstruction and resisting arrest. Daniels says that's unfounded because Long owned the property and didn't need to speak to the officers. The two arresting officers were Lieutenant Max Dotson and Sergeant Nick Reisner. 4 months later, the two officers were involved in a deadly shooting involving Brian Martin. Reisner died in the line of duty, but Dotson was saved by his bulletproof vest. We asked why this video of Long is being released now, with Long's trial and resisting arrest starting next month.
This is not a matter of seeking some monetary damages. This is about seeking justice and ensure that you don't be the next person that's attacked or possibly killed by law enforcement.
Man.
So, this guy here, Max Ryan Dotson.
Yeah.
Okay. He was recently sentenced back this month. But all of the things that you saw in these videos going forward was not what he was charged with. He was charged with, he confronted a young black kid at a gas station. And the black kid, he accused the black kid of dating his daughter.
Hey.
And they got him with a menacing charge or discharging a firearm. So the reason I asked Mr. Producer to bring this video up after the content we were just talking about is because I'm going to tie all of this shit in together. Right.
Come on now.
This here is in Sheffield. This is in Alabama too. This is not in some Ohio or where we are, state of Georgia or Florida. This shit is in Alabama. That's where it's at. It's in Alabama. And this guy here, Max Dotson, has been a dirty cop. Like, they went to this black guy's house. The guy said the guy was standing in the street, whatever. They pulled up on him and assaulted this guy. And as the guy was going inside of his house, they grabbed him, snatched him out of the door, threw him down, and released the dog on him. And you hear the police officer saying what? Telling the dog to bite him. This is the same shit that happened during the civil rights movement. How they sick dogs on us. And the reason I asked Mr. Producer to bring the content up after what we just got talking to, because Montgomery, you could very well be facing the same shit of what this police officer Max Dotson is doing. You all say you got a crime problem, right? Right? You say you got a crime problem. So this is how they're going to combat the crime problem that you're complaining about. You say Stephen Reed is insufficient. He don't know how to fight crime. So this is how they're going to fight crime. They're going to start releasing dogs on you. They're going to start doing roadblock. All of the shit that was going on before Stephen got there, you're going to see it again. Remember, this is how Greg Gunn ended up dead. Because of crime problem. When really it wasn't no goddamn crime problem. So that you're asking for, you're going to get it. You're going to receive it. But just to make reference to this guy here, this guy's a dirty fucking cop, man, that's out here that hates black people. Like at some point, the light bulb doesn't go off and you don't say, damn. I mean, here it is, this guy, he's going out, he's jacking people up. Then he goes, he he's off duty, he confronts a kid about the kid talking to his daughter We did have the picture of the kid. I don't know what happened to it, but it was a lie. And he roughed this kid up, but he's been doing this. He's been doing it. He's been getting a pass for his actions. So, for transparency, the police chief in that town, Sheffield, said, you know what? We got to hold this guy accountable for his actions.
At some point.
But look at all of the other dastardly things he's done to people of color in that town. And the whole point is the reason why he didn't want, if it was true that the thing with the kid, he didn't want the kid dating his daughter, is because, guess what? He looks down on black people. Now, the very shit that he's been doing, fucking over black folks, now he has to go deal with them because, I don't know, I don't tell him what prison, he got 2 years. He got 2 years in the system. But this is karma. This is what I'm talking about. At some point in time, the reality of these things it should be something that wake you up. To say, you know what, man, we got to change course. Because if we don't, we got to deal with these Max Dotsons of the world. And it's obvious this guy, he hates you. They had no problem sicking a dog on a black man that was in his front door. Snatched the man out and told the dog to bite the man. These are the people who's supposed to be protecting and serving. I went through the same shit. That's why I do what I do. They fucked over me the same way. So, knowing these things, people, you got to change course. What most people don't realize about these police officers, they have insurance. They have bonds. You hear all this bullshit about qualified immunity, and that's bullshit. They have insurance. They have bonds. They do. They can be held liable for the things that they do. And at some point in time, the realization of all of these things that we see going forward comes full circle. You say, you know what? We can't deal with this shit no more. And so for this guy to go to prison for 2 years is a small inkling for all of the things that he's done. This guy's been in shootouts, no telling who he's beat up in these dark alleys, who he's shot and killed. So hopefully he'll get what he's been doing to people when he go where he has to go.
Right.
You understand? And I'm going to say this in closing on this subject matter. It's okay for them to date your daughter, but then it's a problem when you date their daughter. What do you think about that? We get commercials all the time where we see where they're running commercials where they are propagating and pushing out a certain sector where, you know what? Okay, white men date black women, but black men can't date white women. Why is that, Mr. Producer?
Yeah, I have no idea, man. I guess he's trying to.
And then the thing
trying
is,
to make it like we
people will get fucking mad with me for bringing this shit out. Oh, you don't see it? That's the goddamn problem, people. That's the problem. That's the issue. Come on with another subject, man.
All right. Jason Aldean. This is another way to fight crime. Send them to the smaller town. I'm gonna play the little video and we'll get on it.
Okay. Come on with it.
I had to take the music off and do the copyright, but
Yeah, because
y'all pay attention to the imagery.
Yes, look at the imagery. The reason, listen, people.
The significance.
My show is monetized. Okay, so
I'm gonna pause that right there.
I'm not going to do anything that's going to stop my money. I get paid for this. But
y'all see that building in the background that he's singing at? Yeah. I just paused the video. There you go.
Okay. Now, this is Jason Aldean. Okay. This is Jason Aldean. This is the country music singer that is everybody's talking about in throughout the United States right now. He has on is it Instagram? I think on Instagram he got 4 million followers, something like that. But the point is that he did a video. He has a song out stating, "Don't try this in a small town." And there's language in the song that is directed toward black people. Don't try this in a small town. He initially, when the video was produced, what he did was they had language in there about that of Black Lives Matter. Correct, Mr. Producer?
Correct.
Okay. They had stuff in there about Black Lives Matter. And they went back and they edited that out of the video. But he shot the video in front of a courthouse. And there was a black teen lynched right there in front of that courthouse, 1920. Wow. So once again, people, they'll tell you that we don't have a race problem in the United States. That's what they'll tell you. They're going to tell you we don't have a race problem in the United States. But the hottest country singer right now goes out and he produced a song that's called "Don't Try This in a Small Town." And he shoots the video where they lynched a black teen back in the 20s. Bring that picture you see on your screen. The picture on your screen. That's the imagery right there. That's what this man, Jason Aldean, shot his video.
Out of all the places.
And he says, don't try this in a small town. Now, this is what I want to ask. Snoop Dogg, black youngster, NBA young boy. Who else we got? Soldier O, Claude. Who else we got out there? Give me some names, Mr. Producer.
Man, the Baby, Lil Baby.
All of these black rappers out here. This man had told you, don't try this in a small town. Where y'all at? I'm like Charles and White right now. Where y'all at? This man call you out. Where you at?
Same industry. Different music.
Where y'all at? Where you at, Snoop Dogg? Y'all can go out here and push this bullshit to our kids on how to hold a Glock, how to do this, how to do that. Where y'all at? Why ain't nobody saying that to Jason Aldean? This man produced a song called "Don't Try This" in a small town, and shot the video there in front of the courthouse where they lynched a black guy.
It's pretty clear what he was trying to say.
And I ain't heard nobody say a goddamn thing about anything. Absolutely nothing. But this is the shit that I'm talking about when I say the things that I'm saying, even going back to the notion of what I was talking about earlier.
Gotta have balance. Gotta have balance, people. You didn't play the other.
Hold on. You can play it in a second.
I'm talking about the guy.
You can play it in a second.
Okay, go ahead.
But this man has laid out his thought process of what he's putting out there. And everybody is making excuses for the content. Everybody is. Oh, is that? It don't mean that this ain't what it is. Yes, it is. It's absolutely that. And what's sad about it is, you all right? Yeah. What's sad about it is that nobody is talking about it. Bring that video up, Mr. Producer.
Care of our own, and
come from the beginning, please.
The singer, he's in a lot of trouble, and y'all CMT just pulled the music down. They pulled down his goddamn song because he said, "Don't try it in a small town." Yeah, he shot the video in front of a famous lynching site in 1927 courthouse where a black man got lynched, and everybody knows that. But Jason didn't know. He said he didn't know that was the lynching site, or he wouldn't have shot there. He didn't know any better. Yeah, he chose to use BLM protests for images of "don't try it in a small town," but he didn't know better that would send a message to black people. Jason Dean never heard of the green book that black people have to use to navigate through America safely because they're worried about lynching and being lynched in a small town and in America. He didn't know that. And Jason Dean didn't know that lynching and the history of small towns in black people and in America. He didn't know that there's sundown towns even today. Jason Aldean didn't know nothing. He just trying to make a song talking about "don't try it in a small town." What are you really trying to say, Jason? Given the history of Southerners in small towns against black people, what the fuck are you trying to say? And I'm asking you because even today, most black folks don't feel safe in small towns. And there you are, a man who endured 58 people being murdered, 2 your crew member being shot in 2018 in Las Vegas. You witnessed all this horrible, horrible, horrible tragedy, lives lost, and you're out promoting a song that's not only violent, but you talk about how you love your granddaddy's guns, as you talk about we take care of our own, and you promote racism by shooting it in front of a famous lynching site, and then pretend you don't know. Your message is clear, Jason Aldean. You like guns, you like violence, and you don't like black people in your town. Wow. It's a very clear message that you're sending, anti-black. It's a warning to black folks. It's a fucking dog whistle. And you ought to be ashamed of yourself. That's coming from a white country Southerner.
Okay. So, there you got it. So, the point is that so everybody know, the writing is what it is, okay? Now, this was Dixon White. Dixon White was pointing out, yeah, he knew exactly what he was talking about. But once again, I'm asking these rappers out here. Which one of y'all gonna pull up? Which one of y'all gonna pull up? Catch this guy at the war show and confront him about, hey man, what the fuck you talking about? That's what I want to know. Which one of y'all gonna pull up and ask this man, what are you talking about? I mean, the nerve with all of the things that black folks have gone through and suffered in this land, the temerity, the caucasity of this guy to go out here to do a fucking video in front of a courthouse where they lynched a black kid in the 1920s, and all of a sudden now you say, man, I don't know.
He ain't even from that city, is it?
I don't know if he is or not. I ain't saying he's from no small town, but guess what? This guy here, who is a supporter of?
Shit.
Tell him.
Donald J. Trump.
Once again, Mr. Producer, who is he a supporter of?
Donald J. Trump.
Donald J. Trump. Where you at, L?
Who else? Who else?
He's a supporter of Donald J. Trump. Okay?
Down in Montgomery, Alabama, buried.
And listen, Donald Trump will be in Montgomery sometime this week. I don't know. But he'll be in Montgomery. So this guy here, don't try this in a small town.
I'm pretty sure he gonna.
No, let me finish. Hold on. I ain't mean to cut you off. I apologize.
No, you good.
This is what I'm saying. You know, my mind don't operate like it used to.
That's why we got
after this
too
COVID
much
shit. But listen, this is the thing. Jason Aldean is a diehard supporter of Donald Trump. Donald Trump is coming to Montgomery, Alabama, to endorse and to support Barrett. Okay? All of the white folks in Montgomery are supporting Barrett. Most of them anyway. Then you got black folks in Montgomery telling folks not to vote for Stephen Reed. But then you got Jason Aldean doing goddamn videos in front of a courthouse where they lynch black folks. And you telling me that there ain't no race problem? Am I delusional here, Mr. Producer? Am I crazy?
Man, they would think that the far right would like to think that you're crazy.
I don't give a fuck what they think.
They say
I'm not talking. I'm talking to the other ones out there that's going. I'm sure they do. I think they crazy.
Man,
you understand? But the point is that they have a problem. They do shit, but then it's a problem when I talk about it. I'm supposed to talk about it because I don't want my family members or the people I love walking into the hornet's nest. That's a goddamn hornet's nest. But what I'm asking the question is, all these rappers out here talk all this shit about how bad they are. Which one of y'all gonna catch this guy out somewhere at one of the war shows and pull up on him? Hey man, what you talking about? Because you know what? I would. Hey man, look at it. I need you to explain this shit.
Oh yeah, you definitely would.
Hey, you need to explain this shit to me. You understand? You need to explain this to me. You understand? This is the whole point, man. There's a lot of things out here in society, man, that's wrong. People turn a deaf ear to until it affects them. And a lot of these problems are fixable. But who's willing to step up? Who's willing to fix it? And if you keep doing the same dumb shit, you keep getting the fucking same results. That's it at the end of the day. That's all I want to say. What we got next, Mr. Producer?
Man, we're going to do the hit and run, man. Sad situation right here. Come in with the video.
Girl faces charges. Accused the 18-year-old of deliberately striking a woman in the parking lot of Cumberland Mall after an Atlanta Braves game on Sunday. Good afternoon, and thanks for watching today. I'm Christine Spiro. Fox 5's Deidre Dukes joins us from Cobb Police Headquarters with the story. And Deidre, you spoke with the victim's family this afternoon. Who told you what happened?
I spoke with the victim's family, Christina, and they are just heartbroken, simply devastated. 25-year-old Paige Jenkins, her sisters, and her dad were enjoying an outing on Sunday when this whole day took a deadly turn. And the person now accused of striking this young woman, her sisters say, ran her down like she was a piece of trash. That person is now behind bars, charged with murder. Now, Jenkins, her father, and two sisters were returning to their cars after attending the Braves game Sunday evening when they crossed paths with a suspect at Cumberland Mall. Jenkins' sisters say suspect Vanessa Robinson was driving through the parking lot as Jenkins and her family were walking to their vehicles. Jenkins' sister Keisha Lewis says Robinson almost struck her with her vehicle and the women exchanged words. Now, when Paige Jenkins heard the women arguing, she came to her sister's defense, telling Robinson to watch where she was going. Lewis said Robinson drove off, circled back, and then mowed Paige Jenkins down in the parking lot. Jenkins was rushed to Keystone Hospital but did not survive her injuries.
It was very intentional, because the same way that she left that scene is the same way that she should have left out before she came back to hit my sister. So it was no accident. It was she knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing.
She had a second to think before she hit my sister with her car.
Now, police did track down the 18-year-old, arresting her in Fairburn. She's now charged with felony murder and aggravated assault and remains behind bars without bond tonight. We are live in Cobb County. Deidre Dukes, Fox 5 News.
Wow, the recollection of all the events, just absolutely horrible.
We live?
Yeah, we live, man.
Okay. So, the young lady named, now this happened in Cobb County. If anybody know anything about Cobb County, listen, you don't try anything foolish in Cobb County. The Braves Stadium was moved out of Fulton to Cobb County. And that was done for multiple reasons. But Cobb County is a different phenomenon. The young lady that committed this crime name is Vanessa Robinson. She's 18. Do you have a wide of her? Because you got both of them. The girl.
Yeah, they ain't really had no good pictures.
Okay, all right. So
I looked.
The girl that's smiling is the dead girl. The girl that's with the mean mug on her face. That's Vanessa Robinson. She's 18. But she's been charged with what's called vehicular murder. Like, she left the parking lot in Cumberland Mall, left the parking lot and came back, saw the girl walk and ran her over. I asked, what the hell is wrong with these young people in today's era where they are so angry that all logic is out of the question?
I mean, it's like they just black out everything out the window. It's do or die.
So
all emotion.
Her bond is $1 million some. But the question is, Mr. Producer, she's 18, man. She had a whole life ahead of her, man. So she's that damn angry. She go mow this girl over with a vehicle, a car, and her whole life is obliterated. It's over. Like, she's probably gonna get life in prison, bruh.
Right, you already know the story. She gonna get, it probably didn't kicked in, but it ain't gonna kick in until she gets sentenced.
No, trust me.
When she gets sentenced, it's gonna be crying, and I want my mama, and everybody, it's gonna.
Like you took. Do you have an image of this girl's family?
Yeah, I can get it.
Okay.
I can find it.
I want to show everybody out here. Beautiful girl, man. She comes from a mixed bag. Father's black, mother's white. But the girl was in school. She, got stuff going on.
She was an AKA.
Yeah, she's an AKA. She had stuff going on for herself, man. And this dumbass female, 18, apparently nothing to live for. She's so goddamn angry because the sister told her to slow down. Why are you driving like that? All logic, all reason is completely out of the question. So the days of going to the nail shop, getting your little nails done, you can get your prison tattoo. You can get that. But getting your hair fixed, putting the little tracks, whatever the fuck they put in, what is all that stuff they put in the weave and all that stuff, them days over with. It's over with. It's gone. It's no more. Because you did not do what you should have done. You left. You should have stayed gone. Count to 10 and the problem is over. I say this all the time. Measure twice, cut once. You got it, Mr. Producer?
Yeah, I'm still looking at it. It's pretty.
If you can't get it, then don't worry about it. We don't kill a lot of time on it. But the whole point is, this has to be a lesson for all young people out there to think about your actions. Oh, let me just say this. We forgot to. I didn't say it at the beginning. I really wanted to get into the show. This is episode 60 of the Chris Miles Show. Episode 60. And it is called The Reality Check. The Chris Miles Show, episode 60, The Reality Check, Divide and Conquer. You got it, Mr. Producer? Okay. Well, but anyway, we're not going to. I did have it. We're not going to spend a lot of time on this subject matter, but we wanted to acknowledge the young lady that that lost her life. Let me do this too, Mr. Producer. I did get some comments. Let me read them. One came in from Dominique Ashley. That was early. She said, that's a big race problem. My cousin Beverly said, wow, don't try it in a small town. Curtis Blackman, nothing, that's your choice. My brother. Tony Knight said, what is it to talk about? So this was 35. One was 35 minutes ago. One was 24 minutes ago. And I don't know necessarily when the other ones came in, but it was a total of 7. There was a total of 7 messages that came into comments that came in. So I'm just saying, people, when you, I often say this is that, people have to talk to their kids about issues. You have to talk to your kids about issues, things moving forward, because those things are very, very important. They are. They're very important. And those are the things that you have to keep them abreast with, is the fact that, don't go out here and do things that's going to have repercussions and consequences later. Because, as I said, this girl is 18 years old, and she has a vehicular murder She has a vehicular murder charge. And that is not going to be good for her. It's not going to be good at all. Mr. Producer, what we got next, brother?
I'm gonna play the driver about the.
Right now, exit 82 on I-20 going eastbound at 138. They have a young man outside of a car from a bad collision. State Patrol, young brother, is over this young man's body. I guess he's trying to talk to him, keep him conscious. I absolutely don't know what the situation is. The medics have not arrived. But there was a hard collision involving 3 to 4 cars where the traffic is merging for the construction. They say Georgia's the worst state in America for drivers, and I would have to agree. I see the most deadliest, detrimental behavior behind the wheels all day long. And I've been a professional driver for 30 years. Y'all have got to slow down. Take your time, breathe. Wherever you're going, it don't have legs like it's gonna get up and walk. Take your time, as they say, arrive alive. You know, just the stuff that I see speeding in and out of lanes just to get in front of somebody or tailgating. Y'all, please slow down before you end up like this young man on the ground. And I hope he pulls through. I really do. Good morning. Right now, exit 82 on I-20 going eastbound at 138. They have a young man outside of a car from a bad collision.
What is this, Tyrone? They clone Tyrone, man.
That's my partner, Jihad, giving a report on how bad the traffic is. Georgia. So everybody, like I say, people, man, you know, slow down, take your time. Where you gotta go, it's gonna be there. Just, you know, just take it easy, man. Always, you know, I often say this, Mr. Producer, and that is, if you don't love yourself, love your family members, man. Love your relatives.
Right.
Because, you know, when you have kids, you got to think about your kids, bro. You know, you got to think about the people around you that love you, the people that need you, care for you. They want you around. So, you know, just always people take those things into consideration.
Man, that's you, man. Your mic off. And plug your mic up.
You hear nothing I said?
There you go. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Okay. The thing went out. Okay, my bad. All right. So, moving right along, how many of you all out here have seen They Clone Tyrone? Have you seen it?
No, man. No.
You not gonna watch it?
I mean, I might watch it now since everybody talking about it.
I watched it twice.
Really?
Yeah.
It was that good? Just had you thinking.
I'm not gonna say that it was that good. There's a lot of messages in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's dealing with, you know, harvesting organs and cloning and all of this stuff here. And basically a lot of shit we talked about today leading up to.
Right.
This is why I wanted to bring in, you know, we're talking about the crime syndicate in the black community.
Right.
Like, you know, Jamie Foxx is a pimp. The dude Tyrone, is a drug dealer. And the girl is a prostitute.
Right.
So it is the components that the black community has faced throughout the years. And I was listening at another podcast, right? And the guy said, man, they were talking about the cloning. He said, well, okay then, well, where is, if they're cloning people, why haven't they brought Michael Jackson back?
Right.
Why haven't they brought Prince back?
Right, yeah.
Whitney Houston.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If we cloning people now, why haven't they brought back these people?
Yeah, you can bring back some real influential people.
Luther Vandross. Where these folks at? See, the thing is, what you don't have to understand, or what you have to understand, what you have to factor in, right, is the things that they are putting out there. Is it really substance behind it? Are these things really going on? Like, what I'm saying is, this is the point, right? When you go look at this movie, the dude is a drug dealer. He gets shot, right? He gets shot multiple times. Listen, he gets shots multiple times, right?
Right.
And the very next day, he's back out on the street.
Spoiler alert.
Okay?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, why clone this guy when you got other guys out here that are drug dealers in the black community?
Right.
That's gonna keep this infestation going.
Right.
So why you need to clone this guy? So what I'm saying is, there are elements out here, things that we get so caught up in. They tampering with the food, and they are harvesting organs, and all of these things are going on. I'm not saying the cloning is not going on. I'm not saying the MK Ultra stuff is not going on. But what I'm saying is, what is the logic behind bringing back somebody that's not influential? Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To continue on with something when you got other guys out there with the same criminal element. Isn't that's the thing that they're talking about? Reed is allegedly he's not taking care of the community, right? And they saying that he's not fighting the crime syndicate. Am I correct?
Right.
Okay then.
That's what they say.
So why would you, if you got a crime syndicate going on in your community, why you need to go out here and clone people? Just think about it.
Yeah, you're right. You can just, after they do some stuff, crazy stuff, you can just bring them back.
The thing is, what I'm saying is, you have other people that are pushing up behind Tyrone. Tyrone gets knocked off. Again, guess what? Leroy's coming up behind Tyrone. Black youngster coming up behind Tyrone. Lil Bub, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
So what I'm saying is, that element is a continuation of the things that we've seen. So it's good entertainment, man. Yeah. But if you haven't watched it, go check it out. It's it's a good film to watch.
Right. Let's talk about somebody that's been fighting crime for a long time.
Who was that?
Oh, Judge Mathis, man.
Judge Mathis, they say up that iron brought that iron out, ain't it?
They watched the video.
And the case is officially got into it with some Los Angeles City employees. But there are drastically different stories from each side as to just how intense things escalated. Law enforcement sources tell us an employee from the LA Department of Water and Power made a report Tuesday accusing Mathis of threatening workers with a gun after a heated confrontation. According to the employee, Mathis got pissed after they asked him to move his vehicle. Words were exchanged, and things escalated to the point of Mathis allegedly flashing and pointing his gun at the workers. However, we spoke to Mathis, who has a much different story. Mathis tells us the employees were actually blocking his vehicle in, and he was unable to pull out of his driveway. Mathis says one of the employees got smart with him when he stood in the street, saying if he didn't move, he'd get run over by their work truck. Mathis took that as a threat and tells us he informed he had a weapon, though he says he never showed the gun, let alone pointed it at anyone. Eventually, both sides cooled off, and the LADWP employees continued on with their work further down the street. Clearly, the employees were upset by the interaction, as they took the allegations to cops. We're told the LAPD took a brandishing report, and the case is officially under investigation.
That's crazy, man. I'm saying you inconveniencing somebody at their house. Y'all get in the heat of argument. Both of y'all arguing. You get mad because, you know, he was like, if you don't move, I'm going to make you move or whatever. Y'all squash it, but then you still go tell the police. Wow.
So this is what I want to ask you, Mr. Producer. Do you think that he brandished the gun, he showed the iron, or what?
I don't think he did. I'm sure he probably said he had something that'll make him move. I don't think he showed it. I personally don't think he showed it.
You don't think so?
No. Cause I'm saying if you just kind of listen to the story, that means he would have to go all the way back in the house and go get it.
Unless he
I don't think he walked outside with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This a millionaire. This Judge Mathis. He trying to leave. He ain't just walking around with the iron. Not living the way he living at in California. Come on.
Yeah.
I
don't know, man. I think it just, it might have been just where, the conversation ensued and there was, you know what I'm saying, like shit just got like really just out of hand.
Yeah.
But it's from my understanding there's an investigation going on and they are investigating Judge Mathis to see if there's any validity to what was initially said or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. But anyway, what we got next, Mr. Producer?
We got old Carly, man. We got old Carly mugshot, man. You called it, man. You was perfect on every prediction in this whole scenario from the beginning to the end. How does that feel?
Christina Blue.
Man, don't do it like that.
No, I'm just man, you know what? This is what I do, Mr. Producer, man. I mean, really and truly, bro. I mean, I don't feel any type of way. You made fun of me because I cried over this girl, man. I was like,
I'm saying, man, I donated money, man.
Yeah, you did.
I know my brother was out there looking for her.
This guy, the guy that produced the content here, donated money to finding her, and I donated tears.
Right.
They're hurting over her. But this is what I wanted to say. I called it, I told people that she would be charged last week. I said she would be charged. That was Sunday. I said she'd be charged that week. And this is the thing, man, as I was stating earlier on when we opened the show up. People send me information. All of the content that you will see. You can send me, anybody out there listening, you all can send me information.
Yeah, you want us to cover a topic.
You want to cover a topic?
Story, send it in.
Send it to us. Okay? I'm sitting here at my computer right now, and I was talking about the thing with Stephen Reed. People have sent me some more information. I asked for it. Just heard me talk about it. They sent it. But there were people connected to the Carly Russell story that sent me information and told me verbatim that she would be charged. That's why I brought the information up. And they were reliable sources. And she was charged. That's the whole point of what this is. And it's sad because I seriously hope that the next, God forbid, the next woman of color goes missing. And I hate to say that, and it's eerie. But I pray to God that they don't take a back seat. And it might not be in the state of Alabama. It could be state of Illinois or wherever. I just hope that they do not disregard the subject matter based upon what this trifling female here did. And what I found so interesting about the thing with her is that the guy, Steve Marshall, who's the Attorney General for the state of Alabama, is involved with the case. He's involved with the case. So, from my understanding, he will be the one prosecuting the case. Now, she can only get up to, was it a year, I think?
Yeah, I think
or
so.
was it 2 years?
I
think it's a year.
I don't want to lie to you.
And I'm pretty sure that because of this stain that it brought to the state of Alabama, that they are going to ask the judge to sentence her to the max. And hopefully this is a lesson to her and other people out there would falsify something so serious. And from my understanding, the state of Alabama, the guy that the police chief at Hoover said that they were pushing and pressing for new legislation in the state of Alabama for people that would make a false report. So, out of the idiocy of what this young lady did, she's finna change the landscape of policy in the state of Alabama because of what she did. So, the lesson to be learned from this, people, if it's not non-fictional, don't make it fictional. That's it. And I'm gonna say this, Mr. Producer. What's your take on the thing with her mom? Do you think they're gonna? Cause her mom was with the bullshit. I don't think her dad was. I mean, he was kind of standoffish, but
I don't think they're gonna do nothing to the mom because the mom just got the same information everybody else got, and of course.
Oh well, did she? Because I'm hearing otherwise.
Well, it's gonna be what you can prove. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
She gonna be like, well, this is what my daughter told me, and I rode with her. So, the only thing I can say to Carly or anybody that's dealing with something like that, one of my old bosses always told us, when we was out there working, if you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. So if you out here making dumb decisions out here, you gotta be able to, go with them consequences. So you gotta be tough. And she smiling. She taking it on the chin. She smiling in the mug shot.
She got to do that though, Mr. Producer.
She know you ain't gotta smile in no mug. I ain't never smiled in no mug shot. I was pretty upset in time.
I get it, but I'm saying that it's one of them things where you save face actually.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, man.
Well, people, we're gonna get out of here. It's been fun. We will see you guys back next week, most high willing. And we got possible some interviews.
Hopefully we can try to start. Get some more people to come on, interview them.
Well, hold on. Let me just say this. Let me just say this, right? We're still set to bring Pinky on, right? That's in the process. But this is what I find crazy. Like some of these other girls that were supposed to come on the show, they've had OnlyFans. One of them, you know exactly what I'm talking about. She was supposed to, the day that two of them was set to come on, been out here on OnlyFans. I mean, freaking getting down. But when it came to
get some more exposure, what I'm saying?
When it came down to the fact of, being questioned about, they were just, how is it that you putting your body and
you bearing it off.
You know what I'm saying? You doing things, man, like, but then when it come down to you coming on a podcast, you got your clothes on, we're going to ask you some questions. We're going to take some calls that the people ask you questions. You cop out. Come on, man.
I think that'd be a good little survey, man. Like, I don't know. Like what do you have? What do you go in your mind? You can bear it to the world, but when it come down, to try to talk about it, have a conversation about it, you kind of you back up. You be kind of shy, a little docile. It's kind of weird.
It is. It's very weird. But anyway, we do have interviews coming for August to be a better month for us. But we're gonna keep everybody posted on all of the topics that we've talked about. And once again, if it's something that you want us to cover, just you can send it to us, DM us. And we gave you how to find us on social media.
And if anybody wants to promote their business or anything they doing, you can send me a little snippet. I can turn it to a commercial. We can put you in the rotation.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
You know what I'm saying? We trying to promote people,
right.
Small business, you know what I'm saying? Up and coming to turn to large businesses. So, anything we could do to help or give back, y'all
right.
Send in your information.
We all grow together. Well, anyway, it's been fun. Thanks for watching the Chris Miles Show. This was episode 60. So we've had fun. And we will be coming with the daily talks, hopefully tomorrow, back at it. But until next week, as always, the Moving Finger Writes has written, moves on. To all of you,
Man, y'all better go out there and vote for Reed, man.